Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Hawk killed Demetri during the events of Cobra Kai Season 3? So in this timeline, the events of Cobra Kai Season 3 would still happen. Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do would still have their rivalry. Johnny would still want to help Miguel recover. And Daniel would still go to Okinawa in this timeline. Robbie would still be in juvie, and Kreese would still visit him, and he would still give him the advice of striking first. So Robbie would still fight Sean in this timeline, and those events would stay the same. Cobra Kai would continue messing with Miyagi-Do, and they would still mess with Kreese at his job. So much like in the original timeline, Miyagi-Do would want to get their payback. So Miyagi-Do would still attack Cobra Kai, and their fight would continue. Sam and the Miyagi-Dos would still fight Cobra Kai, and they would start winning their fight. Demetri would still attack Hawk, but Hawk would start fighting back. This is when Tori would show up, and Sam would be frozen in fear. Tori and the Cobra Kais would start fighting back, and they would start beating Miyagi-Do. Hawk would still have Demetri pinned on the ground, and he would be ready to break his arm. But in this timeline, Hawk would be more aggressive, and he would smash Demetri's head against the floor. He would take out all his anger that he had built up on Demetri, and he would continue beating him. Hawk would be blinded with rage. Demetri would be screaming in pain. Demetri would start bleeding, and there would be blood all over the floor. Hawk would continue beating Demetri, and eventually Hawk would kill Demetri in this timeline. Tori would notice Hawk standing over Demetri, and she would notice what he did. The rest of the Cobra Kais would notice what Hawk had done, and they would confront Hawk. Hawk would have the slow realization of what he had done, and he would be filled with immediate regret, so Hawk would run away. Hawk would go home, and he would shave off his mohawk. He would be ready to run away, but this is when the police would show up, and they would arrest Hawk. So Hawk would be sent to juvie. Those events would carry on. There would be a funeral for Demetri. Sam would feel responsible for what happened to Demetri. And in this timeline, Daniel would reopen Miyagi-Do. Those events would carry on. Many of the Cobra Kai students would quit, including Tori. She would no longer want anything to do with karate. So Kreese would still recruit Kyler and his friends. Since Hawk wasn't in Cobra Kai, Brooks would end up joining. And in juvie, Hawk would feel regret over Demetri. Robbie would see Hawk in juvie, and he would know what he did to Demetri. So Robbie would confront Hawk, and Robbie would still strike first. Hawk and Robbie would fight, but with the help of Sean and Robbie would take Hawk down, and those events would carry on. With everything that happened, Miguel wouldn't want to continue his training, so Johnny would never form Eagle Fang in this timeline. Robbie would eventually be released from juvie, and he would go back to Daniel, but he also wouldn't continue his training. Eventually, Miguel would visit Hawk in juvie, and he would ask him why he killed Demetri. Hawk would say that he regrets everything. Those events would carry on, and at Cobra Kai, Kreese would want Kyler to be his next champion. And that is where I'm going to end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Hawk killed Demetri during the events of Cobra Kai Season 3? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.